Chicks fans. I'm going to get set up here so that I can see your comments. Maybe. This is my first official live whiskey tasting. Isn't this exciting?
Yay!
I have a tech support people in the background. Things are good. Oh, I can. And I'm not even going to go blind. This is great. Except I don't want to look at myself. Okay. Hi! I know that I promised you a whiskey tasting. So I'm giving you a whiskey tasting. We're having a whiskey tasting this evening from Macallan Distillery. Alexa, tell me about the Macallan Distillery in Scotland.
The Macallan Distillery is a single malt Scotch whisky distillery in Craigellachie, Moray.
Cool, huh? Yeah, we have a few of them, so they're just rabbiting facts. So, on the 7th of March, I had agreed and really wanted to go to a tasting that was being put on by Macallan. And we had a crazy Armageddon day. We had like we had 2 clients go down like in my ISB business. It was just nuts. It was not a good day for the internet, and therefore not a good day for me to go whiskey tasting. I couldn't get away. So I do, but then I don't even know why they were so nice to me. The girls were so nice, and they sent a bag of goodies. Oh my goodness! Which I then took way too long to review, but this is it. Ready? It's an unboxing of free whiskey. That's my favorite kind of unboxing. Okay, so obviously I did that wrong. I'm gonna get better at this unboxing thing. I am. For anyone else that wants to send me whiskey, I'll give you a very honest review. So I have a bottle of the Macallan Quest, which is a duty-free exclusive, which is awesome. So, oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm really excited to try this, and this is the whiskey that we're going to be tasting. Oh, and this! It is a little prezzy, because I never remember the date to anything. Oh. I wish it told me the time. No. Everything was broken. So, this is a cute little wooden structure that sits on your desk and tells you the date. So you can like spin it around and like, it's so cute. It's like a calendar, but it's spinning. Anyway, so that's cute. So it's like my birthday. I'm excited. So there's a fact sheet or sheets about the whiskey. So you'll be hearing me read out aloud very badly very soon. Poor you. I love you guys. So fancy bag. That's always good. It really is important to have a fancy bag or box. Oh, I got a gift card. I got a gift card for $10 to the duty-free place. Of course, I spend a lot of time in duty-free, or I used to. And business cards, of course. And, these are cards about all of the different, these are cards about all the, I'm going to get better at the unboxing stuff. I promise I'll be better at the unboxing stuff. These are cards about the different releases of this kind of whiskey, which is cool. So, I'll post pictures and all that sort of stuff. You know what I do. I'm all about the pictures. So, let's do a little light reading about this whiskey. This whiskey. There were 4 different single malts. I missed out on the 4, but I have the 1. I have the Quest. So the Quest, or Quest, pays homage to the entirety of the journey taken by the Macallan to source the best oak across over 20,000 miles, concluding with the selection of 4 different cask types to deliver a soft blend of citrus fruits balanced with vanilla oak. So, that's exciting. Just one thing. If you know me, you know that I really like smoky, single cask, straight from the cask kind of whiskey. Cask strength, single cask whiskey is my thing. And I like it smoky. Like the smokier the better. I come from a long line of strong flavoured individuals. Strong flavour liking individuals. Can't make that sound good, never mind. So that's fine. So I don't even know how my palate's gonna go, but that's not your fault, that's mine, because I've ruined my palate. No, I haven't ruined my palate. So we can expect pale gold. Now I haven't opened this at all, like I haven't looked at it, nothing. I've been good. I've waited just for you. We can expect a pale gold colour. On the nose, it's soft citrus fruits, rounded apple and lemon. Vanilla fudge lends sweetness to the fruit. Light oak, and the light oak is subtle. Obviously this is just almost nice. Never mind. And the palate, apple mixed with ginger and dry fruits. Dessert-like, nutmeg and cinnamon soften on the palate to fade later to allow the oak to show. This just sounds so good. I'm excited. And the finish is soft, light, fruit and sweet. Okay, that's enough reading from a piece of paper, but really good to know that stuff. Obviously, like the Macallan, I love the Macallan. They have really good whiskies for anyone who likes... Oh, I'm opening the box, everyone. The Macallan make really good whiskies for, they're balanced. They make good balanced on the nose and on the palate. I always find them, or at least the Macallans that I drink or have tried, are usually pretty meaty and dense in the flavour and the palate and in your mouth. It actually, I quite like them all. So, and as promised, what's the words they have are better than mine? Pale gold. I think they were selling themselves short. I don't feel like that's pale, but we'll pour that first. I hope I'm going to be able to open this with my feeble fingers now. So, nice box. And, it's a 1 litre bottle. Somebody said, oh, they're so nice. They really, so while I very lady-like, do an opening of this bottle. Okay, I didn't think this through. I'm gonna need one of my sidekicks to get me a knife. Shanti, you need to think of these things beforehand. Or maybe even just... Oh, no. The day is saved. I figured out how to open the bottle. That's... dear me. You know that you love people when you're ready to make a fool of yourself on camera out of yourself for them. So, very important, as we all know, the first smell of the bottle. It smells nice. It smells really dense. I was expecting something light. I'm very happily surprised. And the first bottle. Often I find when people are describing things to be light and fruity and citrusy, I expect something a little bit lighter than that, probably closer to a Glenfiddich 12-year-old or something lighter than this. But that's a really nice colour, and nice legs for something that's supposed to be light and citrusy. So, this first smell. Yes. The first smell. They're right on the money about the whole vanilla, well, not caramel so much as burnt vanilla. Just kind of medium though. Now, if people are asking me questions, which doesn't look like there would be, so that's fine. Hopefully, if there are questions, I've got them covered. Never mind. Back to you. Less of my crazy all over the place. Okay. Alright. So, smelling. Vanilla. Definitely citrus fruits, but at the end. And almost pepper. I mean, obviously, whoever wrote the notes are gonna know what their stuff smells like, but this is the thing about whiskey, right? And the thing I love the most about whiskey is it doesn't really matter what the notes say. You can smell and taste whatever works for you. Like, you know, you're going to have your own memories and your own loves and your own passions and all of your life experiences.
Your Echo received an important update and must restart. It'll be ready again shortly.
Technology doesn't care. Technology just does what it wants to. Never mind. Yeah, what I was saying, one of the things that I love most about whiskey is the fact that no one can tell you if you're smelling something right or wrong. You know, as long as you're linking it to a memory or, you know, smelling something that, you know, jogs something in your mind or whatever, like, that's what your experience of that whiskey is. And no one can say, oh no, you're wrong, you know, you should be smelling apples, not bananas. Really? You know, I've always thought that was nuts, but I love that in the whiskey community and, you know, any kind of whiskey aficionado or anyone like that, they will tell you that you will smell something different to someone else. That you will have different tastes. You'll taste the whiskey differently to somebody else. And I love that, which means I can read the notes and I can study the whiskey. But until I try it, which I'm about to do, until I try it, it's not that's not necessarily what I will take away from it. That's not, potentially that's different to my experience. But I was just thinking, I was trying to put my, get the proper memory in my head. It, to me, actually smells like almost barbecue or caramelized bananas. But maybe that's just because I've been making a lot of banana protein pancakes recently. So, enough of just the smelling. First, taste. Gosh. Macallan. I feel like if you buy a Macallan, you can't go wrong. You know? With in this particularly, like, they say, you know, light and citrusy and all that sort of stuff, and you do get some citrus, but I wouldn't necessarily call it light, just because it still has that full body flavor that you know is from Macallan. Like, I know Macallan whiskies for their full-bodied whatever they are. So, you know, if it's an American oak, it'll be, you know, full-bodied. You get the picture. If it's a sherry cask, then you're going to get a full sherry experience. It's one of the things I love about Macallan. So, 'cause, I I want to say butterscotch. Butterscotch. Citrus definitely on the end. Full body, I can't say that enough. Definitely vanilla, kind of like the top of that vanilla dessert that my mum likes. Creme Brûlée. The top of a creme brulee, that layer that's been burnt, that's what it tastes like. Because the only part of the creme brulee that I like. You know what's funny? I must admit, I did a small sneak peek preview into the wording around what the whiskey was like, but that's all I did. I just did a little bit of looking at what they were saying about the whiskey, because, you know, I wanted to have some sort of knowledge, and also I had prepared something earlier. I thought that I would get a really good picture of what shoe, of course, I would pair with this whiskey. If you've been watching me for any length of time, you'll know that I love bringing the sexy back in whiskey. I love putting the sexy straight on the front forward, straight on the forward with whiskey. And because to me, whiskey is it's a sexy spirit. Come on. Like, it was made for women, in my opinion. I love, a lot of the time you'll get some really cool stories from women in their experience with whiskey. And just like if they taste a whiskey, they'll give you a cool story that it links to and all that sort of stuff, you know. Actually, now that I've said creme brulee, I remember a time, like one of the first times I remember Mum having creme brulee, because it was one of her favourite desserts, and she was like, "Oh, you should try it, you might like it, da da da." And I was pretty fussy, and she's like, "Oh, you might like it," and I first tried the top bit, because it's basically just sugar, so I'm of course gonna like that. And so I tried that, and I was like kind of burnt, kind of vanilla, and I'm like, oh, maybe I will like it. And then I tried the custardy type texture of the next bit, and I'm not into custard at all, so I did not like it. I was like, why did you think I would like that? Da da da. Of course. And I actually thought, and I don't think I'm that wrong, but in terms of pairing a shoe with a whiskey, I thought, well, if they're talking light citrusy, it's probably like an everyday whiskey, which really, you could have this as an everyday whiskey for sure. Like, it's super easy. You can have it with some cheese. That might be my next one. You know, you should definitely have it with some light cheese. I wouldn't even do a heavy blue with this one, but this is actually the shoe that I was going to pair with my everyday whiskey, because it's very much an everyday shoe, but it's cute. Just like this whiskey. So maybe I was a visionary, and I picked just the right shoe for the occasion. I like this shoe. So leather, every day, and color, of course. So that is definitely the pairing of the shoe with this whiskey, which is very important in the Whiskey Chicks world. Because you have to have the right shoe for every occasion. Yeah, it's funny, I think to myself, one day my investment whiskey might pay for my whiskey habit. I need something to pay for my shoe habit, never mind. But yeah, I'm thinking the top of a creme brulee, or like barbecued bananas. Actually, you know what would be amazing to pair this whiskey with in terms of food? If you had a light soft cheese, not too smelly or anything, just a light soft cheese, and on a dessert platter with some grilled or barbecued bananas, that would be phenomenal. Oh, and the bananas would definitely have to have some honey on them. Now my mouth's literally watering at the thought of that. Yeah, there's a reason I put on weight so easily. Never mind. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of this whiskey, and the rest of the people in my house are probably having their mouths watering as well, because I'm just talking about whiskey. And my mum, I can hear my mum's thoughts going, "You've been talking about whiskey for 20 minutes and I've had none." Yes, I'm evil. Okay, everyone. I really like this whiskey, and it surprised me, and I'm always excited to be surprised. I love being surprised. Bye, everyone.